Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Prep News. Hey, we got a special edition off the bench sports prep news this afternoon. Just I really didn't didn't give all that I wanted to give this morning, and so uh, I'm back like I never left. Thank you guys for joining us this afternoon. For those of you that can, we're glad to have you. Glad for you to be a part um, of what we're trying to do here. And so we got games coming up today that we just need to be abreast of that you guys so you guys can know where to go, know who's playing, who's doing what and what and what. Yeah, and what. Boys and girls basketball. Also, the playoff brackets for boys and girls soccer is out. Divisions 1 through 4. We'll go over all of that for you. Again, powerlifting starts next month. They do like 4 or 5 meets for powerlifting, indoor track as well. As soon as I can get some dates and events for indoor track, we'll be going over that and who to watch for in indoor track. Probably going to be names that you already know that are household names. So, yeah. Also, got the little spectacles on. I need these little readers when I'm looking at real small lettering, as not to keep damaging these old eyeballs. That's just part of the territory that comes along with getting on top of the hill. Some of us know what that's like already. So, hey, let's get started, man. In Class C tonight, we got Calvin. They're at home versus Summerfield. Also, Family Christian, and this is on the girls' side. Family Christian plays Dutchtown Girls. That's an away game at Dutchtown. Louisiana School of the Deaf versus Marpaw was canceled. Phoenix will play 1A Metairie Park Country Day at Country Day. So that's Class C. And Class B, one game tonight. Oak Hill is home versus the Vols Public Charter. That means Peyton Hines is in action tonight. If you have not seen Peyton Hines and you're somewhere near her, please, please, please go check her out, man. She's worth the $7 to $8 that you pay to get in the gym. She's worth her weight in gold. I know that a couple of small schools were looking at her. I think she can go small to mid, because at the end of the day, she's not going to be asked to carry a team. Just come in and do the things that she does well, and that means putting the ball in the basket, shooting the three ball. She dribble drives well, as well as playing defense. She's great on the defensive end. So Oak Hill Vols Public Charter. That is a 6 o'clock start time at Oak Hill High School. 5A, 5A, a lot of stuff to talk about. Archbishop Chappelle on the road. Tamika Johnson and her Lady Patriots. That's a 6 o'clock start time. Bonneville Higgins. That's a home game for Bonneville. 6 o'clock start time. Central Baton Rouge versus Walker. That's a 4-5-8 district matchup. Um, 1A leader and number one ranked Corey Arnold's Walker Lady Cats at home tonight. That is a 5:30 start time. You want to check those Lady Cats out, man. When Coach Corey Arnold is good, they're really good, and they're a joy to watch. Again, he reloaded his coaching staff like 2 years ago, the year after Tierra left, and I think this her second or third year being gone, and so they're back in the food, at the top of the food chain. Chalmette West Jeff, that's a home game for Chalmette, 6 p.m. start time. Covington, Archbishop Hannah, that's a road game for Covington, 6 p.m. start time. Dominican at Mount Carmel, this is my girl, Coach Jamie Tomatis. Uh, got to talk to Coach Tomatis the other day, man. She has a really great energy. If you know Coach Jamie, she just loves the game of basketball, and she gives it just her all. And she lost a lot last year. She says, you know, the season probably isn't going as bad as she thought it would, but at the end of the day, it's still a major working process, having to retool young kids and teach them how to play the game of basketball. So, home game for Mount Carmel, 6 p.m. start time. We talked about the Dutchtown Family Christian 558 district matchup, East Ascension at home versus McKinley. Coach Dennis Chandler. That again, he's having to play a different style, different brand of basketball, due to what he has, and those girls are making that adjustment. The game for Coach Chandler has always been technical. He loves to win, but he'd rather for you to play the right way and win than score 80 points and win. Like he'd rather have a 20-14 win than an 80-8 win, and he's just as happy as long as his girls are playing the right way that he wants them to play. And I think they're doing a good job of that. East Jeff versus Eric, an 8-5A matchup. Home game for East Jeff, 6 p.m. start time. Grace King versus Riverdale. That's another 8-5A matchup. Home game for Grace King, 5:30 start time. Curtis Chappelle, we talked about that already. 5-5A matchup. Woodlawn, they're at home. Saint Amant at home versus Woodlawn Baton Rouge. 4-5A district 5-5A district matchup. 5:30 start time. Again, we had Coach Bianca Harvey on a couple of weeks ago. I've been trying to work on getting Coach for Woodlawn on. We just haven't been able to make it work. West Jeff on the road versus Chalmette. That's a 6 p.m. start time there. That's all the action on today for 5A. We'll have the results from those games tomorrow for you guys as well on the show in the morning. 4A, AJ Allender at home. I'm sorry, on the road versus South Terrebonne. That is a 6 p.m. start time. Our Lady, Academy of Our Lady, they'll take on NOMA, New Orleans Military and Maritime. That's a home game for Academy of Our Lady, 5 p.m. start time. That's a 10-4A district matchup. Number 2 ranked Bastrop takes on Ravel, who's a top 10 team in 2A. That's a home game for Bastrop. 6 p.m. start time. 10-4A district matchup, Bell Chase, Edna Carr, Bell Chase at home, 5 p.m. start time. Eleanor McMain versus Easton. This is an 11-4A district matchup, road game for Eleanor McMain. Lakeshore Jewel Sumner, non-district matchup here. Lakeshore goes on the road to Jewel Sumner, 6 p.m. matchup. Pearl River Bogalusa, again another non-district matchup. 9-4A meets 8-3A. Home game for Pearl River, 6 p.m. start time. That is 4A and 3A. Berwick versus Covington Christian, non-district matchup. Home game for Berwick, 5:30 start time. A lot of stuff happening in 3A basketball tonight. Booker T. Washington New Orleans takes on MLK Charter, 6 p.m. start time at BTW New Orleans. Crowley St. Martinville. Not only is it a district matchup, but these two areas aren't very far from each other, so it's probably one of those situations where, yeah, it's some people playing against family members. That game is on the road for Crowley, 6 p.m. start time at St. Martinville High School. De La Salle, Haynesville. De La Salle at home, 5:30 start time in 11-3A matchup, district matchup. Frederick Douglass, McDonough 35. McDonough goes on the road, try to pull off a upset at 5:30 start time. Kenner Discovery Health and Science takes on Ursuline Academy. That's a 11-3A matchup. Also a road game for Kenner. It's Coach Gopp always has a good team, and they're generally ready to go in full go mode in this time of year as the playoffs are right around the corner. Ursuline is generally always a quarterfinals top 28 team. We expect nothing less this year. Rosenwald Collegiate Academy, Sophie B. Wright. Rosenwald goes on the road, 5 p.m. start time. In 2A, big matchup here, big rivalry. Coach DeLacy Joseph gets her first feel of what that Capital Northeast matchup is. A 2A district matchup. Capital goes on the road to Northeast. Shout out to Principal Ross over there at Northeast. Trying to build it up. She's done a great job of getting new coaches in at Northeast to try to help with that. Fisher versus St. Mary's Academy, 11-3A district, 11-2A district matchup at home for Fisher. Jonesboro Hodge Arcadia, that's a non-district matchup in North Louisiana. Jonesboro Hodge on the road for that one. 6 p.m. start time. Lewis McGahee and South Plaquemines matchup. 5 p.m. start time. Lewis McGahee travels to South Plaquemine for that one. Morris Jeff Community will take on New Orleans Charter Science and Math Academy. That is a away game for Morris Jeff. 5 p.m. start time. Pope John Paul II, Sarah T. Reed. Away game for Pope John Paul. Gotta love when those small schools meet. That should be a really good matchup. If you're in the Sarah T. Reed vicinity of where they play their ball games, please go out and support those small schools. St. Charles versus St. Catherine Drexel. That is 11-2A matchup, home game for St. Charles, 5 p.m. start time. And finally, in 1A on the girls' side, Calvary Baptist, Red River in a non-district matchup. Calvary goes on the road to Red River. Elton Oberlin, away game for Elton, 6 p.m. start time. 4-1A district matchup. And finally, in 1A, St. Martin Episcopal takes on Ben Franklin at home, 5:30 start time. And that's your news and notes in girls basketball. Uh, Hope that, again, the goal is always to get you guys out there in the gyms or in the stadiums or in the baseball diamonds, or wherever competition is being played at, to get you guys get butts in the seats, so that these kids need to know that we support them in every manner and facet. And yeah, that's what needs to happen. So that's girls basketball on tonight. Moving on to boys in class C. All these are non-district matchups. Got a couple council games. Grand Isle versus Jefferson Rise Charter is canceled. Grand Isle just getting lights and power back last week, so we're grateful that the Grand Isle community has lights and water now, usable potable water, and that they get their school and their community back going. It's been a long 6 months for the people in the Grand Isle area. Let's try to do all we can to support them in their efforts to rebuild their community. Again, a lot of people frequent that area, and using the beautiful gifts that God allowed us to be able to use in that area. A lot of fishing and shrimping goes on in the Grand Isle area, where people benefit from in real life. So it's only right that we give back as we can to those people who live in the Grand Isle area, man. They still are struggling bad, and it's just hurtful, to see people have to go through that. So, yeah, let's look out for our own uh, Louisiana School for the Deaf in Marpaw, also canceled for tonight. But what we do have going on is Calvin Summerfield at home for Calvin, 7 p.m. start time. FCA Turlings Catholic. FCA goes on the road, 6 p.m. start time. After a grueling district matchup against Jehovah Jireh, you got to go and play up now, and play a Turlings Catholic. But that's why they do it, so that when this thing called the playoffs get going, you're prepared. Hackberry Welsh, Hackberry on the road tonight, 7 p.m. start time. Phoenix travels to Bonneville to the Trap. Shout out to Coach Micah Higgins. I know he's not. They've had a lot of good seasons over the last 5-6 years at the Trap, and it's hard when you finally lose the last of what made you powerful, and now you're having to rebuild. But he's doing the work. Coach Micah is doing the work, and asking his kids to follow the plans, the goals, and dreams and visions that he and his coaching staff have set forth for the Bonneville Bruins. in their basketball program. Class B, no games in Class B for tonight. Move on to 5A, not that many basketball games there either. Central Baton Rouge versus Capital, home game for Central Baton Rouge. Denham Springs Pine, home game for Denham Springs. Coach Cab. Denham Springs are going to be a tough out. They probably on the slick. A lot of people going to say, man, you crazy. But on the slick, if you slip up, Denham Springs will be a quarterfinal team. When I saw them earlier in tournament season, they were playing 9, 10 people. They got a big, they got a power forward. Their guards can make shots. Veteran coaching staff, Coach Cab, Kenny Armour, Coach Tony. Hey, y'all can take Denham Springs jokingly. You can try to slight them or play on their top. They're gonna they're gonna be in the quarterfinals laughing at y'all. All right, don't take Denham Springs for a joke. Live Oak, my guy, Coach Tyrus McGee, got to see him the other night at the Madison Prep Zachary game. Always a pleasure to see him, man. He's such a knowledgeable coach and gives back so much of his time, effort, and energy. He's getting to coach his son TJ in his senior year of high school, and then he got the little guy that's gonna be a super stud growing up. He's like in 7th grade. He's ready to get to high school already, and so they got mentorship academy at home. Should be a win for Live Oak. That is a 6 p.m. start time. West Jeff versus Kennedy. Home game for West Jeff. And the big matchup for the night, man. The big matchup for the night. Zachary versus Liberty. Zachary versus Liberty at Zachary. Man, that one is going to be everything. That's probably a freshman JV varsity set. Let's talk about this game for a little bit, man. I said this morning. A lot of people are taking for granted the senior season that Jacob Wilson is having. The kid is having a phenomenal season, doing everything the way it's supposed to be done at Liberty. Coach White is another guy that has brought in a really good group of coaches to help develop skill set and guys that have played at a really high level that knows and understand the game of basketball, knows all the little tricks. So not only do you have to worry about Jacob Wilson, you have to worry about Quentin Henry, who when I tell you Quentin Henry probably had 15 rebounds in the first half of the Liberty Peabody game Saturday night. I am not exaggerating that. He probably had 15 rebounds in the first half. And then you got Howard Gloscom, who is a multi-level scorer. He can shoot the three, shoot the mid-range, and get all the way to the basket. Now, I've never seen him dunk, but if you're getting to the rim and you can finish, get plus ones, that's a multi-level scorer to me. And that's just how it goes. All right. Not only that, coming off the bench, they got Tay Jackson, Cameron Reason, Keelan Reason, Edward Kornbacher, Jaquin Taylor, Montreal Miles. He played 10 people the other night. Yeah. Yeah, they playing 10 people. That's a deep lineup. Really deep lineup. And you got like you gotta respect you gotta respect a program that can go that deep with players, and then where when you're in district and most coaches have scaled their lineup back to six, seven players. Uh, not 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 Liberty. They haven't done that yet. And so then on the flip side, you got Zachary and Coach John McClinton. Man, it is hard to go into Zachary and come away with a win. Zachary is one of the most hostile environments in the state to go into. You know, we talked about the Emerald Palace Saturday night being a hard place to go in and win. Zachary is a really hard place to go in. Um, they're led by Brandon Hardy, JB Bolden, Mike Quiet, Caleb Huggins, Jordan DeQueer. Like they got some studs of their own. Um, again, if the Liberty 4A match up with Peabody was a heavyweight fight, this got to be a super heavyweight fight because Liberty upped the bounty. Liberty upped the bounty this past Saturday night. They have a win against Peabody. They have 2 wins against 8-time state champion Scotlandville Hornets. They have a win versus 11-time state champion Madison Prep, all in one season. It takes most teams or most schools a lifetime to beat a Madison Prep or a Scotlandville. It just never happens. They beaten Scotlandville twice, Madison Prep once, and Peabody, and have countless other quality wins to go along with that this year. And to go to Las Vegas and win the Jerry Tarkadian, I think they were in the gold bracket. That says a lot about how good the Liberty Magnet Patriots are this season. And for a Bastrop Ravel, this is a boys girls matchup tonight at Bastrop. Ravel under first year coach Antoine James. I think Coach James may. Hey, if you got open dates on your schedule, Coach Antoine James is got open dates February 18th and 19th. Give him a call, y'all. Let him fill that schedule up so that his kids can get some more action before the playoffs. I'm telling y'all now. And if you don't like it, just use it as motivation. Raven Hornets, Port Allen Pelicans, back to back to back to back finals matchup in 2A. I said it. I meant it. Bell Chase Etna Carr on the boys' side. This is the 10-4A district matchup. Home game for Bell Chase. Ben Franklin, Lusher Charter, another district matchup. Home game with
Here's something I found on the web. According to FordhamInstitute.org,
Stop.
To qualify as a fair matchup, the charter and district schools had to be the nearest neighboring public schools of the same type, elementary or middle, and be located less than 3 miles apart as the crow flies.
Yeah, hey, so thank you, Alexa. Not. I don't know where to go now. I don't know where to go now. Where was I? Alexa screwed me all up. Warren Easton, Eleanor McMain, another heavyweight matchup. Both of these teams competing for supremacy in the district. Carver versus Livingston Collegiate, home game for Carver district matchup as well. 11-4A. Kennedy West Jeff. 6 p.m. start time. Kennedy goes on the road to West Jeff. Lakeshore Jules Sumner. Lakeshore goes on the road. 7:30 start time. Pearl River, Bogalusa. Pearl River at home versus Bogalusa. There's a boys. I thought that read that earlier for Pearl River on the girls' side that they were playing Bogalusa. Yep, that's a boys and girls home game for Pearl River, Bogalusa. Good matchup. Three A Berwick, Covenant Christian. Home game for Berwick, 7 p.m. start time. Booker T. Washington, New Orleans at home versus MLK, 6 p.m. start time. International High School of New Orleans takes on New Orleans Charter Science and Math Academy. That game was canceled. Jules Sumner Lakeshore, home game for Jules Sumner, 7:30 p.m. start time. Oh, great game tonight, 7-3-8 matchup. Madison Prep takes on University Lab. Madison travels up the road to LSU. 5 p.m. start time, so that means it is a freshman JV and varsity lineup for tonight. Rosenwald Collegiate Academy versus Corin College Prep. That's the matchup where 10-3A meets 11-2A. Rosenwald on the road, 5:30 start time. Cy Academy, Sophie B. Wright. Sophie B. Wright, man, again, they have a tough coach who teaches and preaches toughness. They're at home. Should be a solid matchup. 2A. I think I said no. That was Northeast. So on the girls' side, Capital plays Northeast. We talked about this on the boys' side. They play Central Baton Rouge. Jonesboro Hodge, Arcadia got a boys and girls non-district matchup here. Denham Springs and Pine. This is what I said. Nope. Yep, I did. We did that game as well. Sarah T. Reed, Pope John Paul. Home game for Sarah Reed. St. Helena College and Career Academy. They go on the road to Southern Lab on the campus of Southern University. 7 o'clock start time. That means it's varsity only. Coach Harold Boudreaux has the Southern Lab Kittens purring loudly. They're poised to make a run for the state champion Coach Boudreaux's son. Geez, Louise, can't think of that young fella's name, but it's gonna come to me. And they have Donovan Davis, JT, uh, big brother named Sid. Y'all know who I'm talking about, man. That Southern Lab is loaded though, man, with talent in the 1A Division 4 bracket. They really haven't shied away from competition, and again, they've done a great job in Coach Boudreaux's first year at Southern Lab, and so in 1A basketball, been over that Catholic Point Capee at home versus St. John of Plaquemine, 6 p.m. start time. Then we went over that one. We went over that one. Went over that one. That one, and that one, and went over that one. And that's it for boys basketball on 131 2022. Again, tomorrow we will go over all the scores from today's action, as well as go over some featured games. Lot more district matchups happening tomorrow on the boys and girls side. I know that here in South Louisiana, if the boys play home, the girls play away. If the girls play home, the boys play away. I was a big fan when around the state when kind of like they still do in North Louisiana, boys and girls play on the same night, and get 2 for 1. I love that, man. Get a lot that way. You get a lot of value for your money. Lots of value for your money. All right, hey, y'all want to talk about a little soccer, man? Got a lot of soccer paperwork right here. Y'all didn't see me take myself out the broadcast. No one saw that, did it? Hey, where y'all want to start? Division 1 or Division 4? Where y'all want to start at? Let's start at Division 1 with the heavyweights. Start Division 1 with the heavyweights. Show the heavyweights some love. On the boys' side, the 1 seed, Catholic Baton Rouge, takes on the 32nd seed of John Ehret. 16-7 matchup is Lafayette Pineville. Lafayette is the home team. At home, Southside takes on number 24 Airline. This is round 1 action. Starts tomorrow, it says. Either today, they are from 131 to 2-2 to finish the first round action. Archbishop Rommel hosts Zachary at the 25th spot. Number 5, Saint Amant hosts number 28, New Iberia. Number 12, Denham Springs hosts number 21, Hanville. Number 13, Captain Shreve hosts number 20, Mandeville. Number 4, Ash takes on number 29, Fontainebleau. Games on 2-2 equate to this game is at St. Paul's. They take on number 3. St. Paul takes on number 30, East Ascension. On 2-1, 5:30 at North Shore. Number 14, North Shore takes on number 19, West Monroe. Number 11, C.E. Bird takes host number 22, H.L. Bourgeois. I hope I didn't miss a game right there. Number 6, Sulphur hosts Number 27, Barb. That's a district matchup right there. Number 7, Brother Martin takes on number 26, Walker. 2-1 at 7 p.m. Number 10, Dutchtown hosts number 27, Central Lafourche. Number 15, Grace King hosts number 18, Baton Rouge Magnet High. 2-1, 7 p.m. at Tad Gormley Stadium. Number 2, Jesuit hosts number 31, Slidell. And that's the boys' bracket. Again, as the first round commences, we're going to try to wait more till the end of the night on 2-2. And on 2-3, the morning that the regional round starts, we'll come back and give you guys all the scores from round 1 and talk about the matchups from round 2. All right? On the girls' side in District 1, 1 seed Dominican, they will host the 32 seed HL Bourgeois. That's at Pan American Stadium. 16-17 matchup. Live Oak hosts Hanville. Another game, this will be on 2-2 at Pan American Stadium. Number 9 hosts number 24, New Iberia. New Iberia. Congrats to New Iberia soccer, boys and girls side, both making the playoffs. 2-1 at 4:30 p.m. C. Bird hosts Walker. Congratulations to both C.E. Bird and Walker. Both boys and girls making the playoffs. 2-1 at 5:30 p.m. This is a 5-5-8 district matchup. Both of these teams know each other very well. Number 5, Dutchtown hosts number 28, East Ascension. And that, again, anytime you mention Dutchtown, EA, Saint Amant, Dutchtown, any one of those 3 schools right there that's in a 5-mile circumference from one another, you're talking about pride, tradition, history, and just a really great rivalry. They don't care what it is. You can guarantee that the football stadium is going to be packed for that one. Everybody comes out for EA in Dutchtown, EA Saint Amant, Dutchtown. So, yeah, be ready for that one. All right, 2-1, 6 p.m. at Lakeshore High School. Number 12, Fountain Blue hosts Acadiana. 2-1, Baton Rouge High. Thibodeau travels to Baton Rouge High. 2-1, 5 p.m. at Lee Hedges. Number 4, Captain Shreve hosts number 29, Denham Springs. Number 3, North Shore hosts number 30, Ponchatoula. Shout out to Southside High Boys and Girls Soccer as they host number 14, Southside hosts number 19, Ash. Shout out to Ash Boys and Girls Soccer. Both teams making the playoffs as well. 2-1, 6 p.m. at Mandeville High. Number 11, Mandeville hosts number 22, St. Amant Gators. Shout out to the Gators, boys and girls soccer. As I remember the teams, if I remember saying the girls team and I say the boys team, just try to show both of them a little love. Number 6, Saint Scholastica hosts number 27, Pineville. I think shout out goes to Pineville as well. 7:26 matchup, Barb versus Airline. Shout out to Barb and Airline. Both boys and girls team making the playoffs. 10:23 matchup features Lafayette hosting Sulphur. I think that's another district matchup. Shout out to Sulphur on the boys' side, I think. Maybe Lafayette as well. Number 15 hosts number 18. Central Lafourche travels to West Monroe. And finally, in Division 1, on 2-1, 6 p.m. at Burbank Soccer Complex, that's in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I think that is off of maybe Gardea, I think, where the big soccer complex is. Number 31, Zachary 4-5A meets 5-5A. Zachary travels up the road to Baton Rouge to take on St. Joe Academy. And so there you have it. Division One boys and girls soccer. Up next, Division Two. Again, 4 divisions and 4 divisions in boys and girls soccer. Girls soccer, number 1, St. STM, they get a bye. They automatically advance to round 2. 16-17 matchup. Sam Houston travels to Minden. 9-24 matchup. Liberty at Terrebonne. Number 8, Ben Franklin gets a bye. Number 5, Benton gets a bye. Franklin Parish, shout out Franklin Parish as they host South Terrebonne. Long trip for South Terrebonne. West Washita hosts Belle Chase. Nelville Tigers get a bye at the 4 spot. Vanderbilt Catholic also gets a bye. Washita Parish, number 19, hosts East Jeff. That game will be at Washita High School on Mill Haven. Go Big Red. Did I say that out loud? Hey, it didn't print out who Bossier is playing. That's the game I missed on the other page. I just caught it here. So 11-22 matchup is Houghton hosting Woodlawn Baton Rouge. Long trip for Woodlawn Baton Rouge. Lakeshore gets a bye at the 6th spot. Turlin Catholics gets a bye at the 7th spot. 10-23 matchup is Tioga hosting Archbishop Chappelle. I like this one right here. I like how they got it. 4 p.m. at the Swamp, Beauchamp campus. The Trap goes to the Swamp. Beauchamp hosts Bonneville. I love it, man. I love it. That's a 15-18 matchup. And they get the tough job. The winner gets the unfortunate tough job of hosting the 2-ranked number 2 seeded Caddo Magnet. That's you gotta wait for if you win, but you want to win. That's the goal, to win. Then you can play that Nelly song, "What Does It Take to Be Number One?" or DJ Khaled, "All I Do Is Win, 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 No Matter What." Oh, now I'm just playing. So, hey, that's the girls' side of soccer. On the boys' side, shout out to St. Thomas More. They're number 1 on boys and girls in soccer. They get a bye in round 1. Belle Chase Woodlawn, 16-17 matchup. Shout out to Woodlawn. Shout out to Belle Chase. Number 9, Washita Parish. Shout out to Washita, Go Big Red. They host the number 24 seed, McKinley Panthers. Congrats to McKinley, man. Making the soccer team, making the soccer playoffs. Honestly, I'm going to have to give Principal Petrie a call. I didn't even know McKinley had soccer, to be honest with you guys. So that's an awesome accomplishment for McKinley. Shout out to Parkway. They get a bye at the 8 seed. Shout out to Caddo Magnet, boys and girls making the playoffs. The boys get a bye at the 5 seed. Girls probably better than the boys. What y'all think? Caddo Magnet like that in soccer. Number 12, Northwood Shreve hosting Number 21, Houghton. Congratulations to Houghton boys and girls both making the soccer playoffs. But again, it's no prize when you got to go face Caddo Magnet. But anybody can be beat on any given night. And that's why they play the game. Number 13, Live Oak hosts West Washita. Shout out to Live Oak, West Washita, and Neville. Neville gets to buy at 4. West Washita has to travel down south to Livingston Parish to face Live Oak. East Jeff gets to buy. Shout out to East Jeff boys and girls soccer, both for making the playoffs. And he did it. He did it again. Coach Chad Vadrine got both of his ball clubs into the soccer playoffs. Both get home games. Number 14, Beauchamp hosts number 19, Riverdale in the Swamp. Man, you gotta love that, man. You gotta love that. That's all love. Congrats to Coach Principal Tiffany Etienne. Boys at the 14 spot, girls at the 15 spot, both making the playoffs, both get home games. It doesn't get any better than that. Number 11, Archbishop Shaw hosts number 22, Lakeshore. Prize is the number 6, Benton Tigers, who get a bye from the 6th spot. Ben Franklin gets a bye from the 7th spot. They're already slated to play the 10-seeded Bonneville, who is already advanced, must be due to COVID, because that's the only way that that game could be in already. And number 15 hosts number 18. That's South Terrebonne hosting Sam Houston Broncos. And again, the prize is ding, 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 ding. You get to face up against Holy Cross. Yeah, I believe you. Hey, we'll be back in 30. Welcome back. Man, we've done Division 1, we've done Division 2. Moving forward, I wanna shout out to my sis, my friend, my amigo, my sister. I call her Renee. Y'all may know about April. Man, so on last night I had a daddy-daughter date scheduled. Hang out with my daughter, my princess Courtney-Anna. And so, on Sundays at 7, you can catch Life Off the Bench, where we talk about real life issues and try to give you real life solutions to real life problems. And again, with me being away, we needed somebody to anchor the show. And on a whim, I hit her up and they're like, hey, I need you to I need you to be me. Not be me, but be you being me. And she gracefully accepted and did a really wonderful job. As last night's topic was a very difficult topic for most people, the process, dating, marriage, and the fallout of divorce. Part 2 coming this Sunday this Sunday night at 7 p.m. I should be back. Should be back and at the driver's seat, uh, talking about that. So, hey, thanks, sis. Libro loves you. I'm gonna hit you up as soon as I get off the air. I don't know what you just sent me. I'm sure you'll tell me what it's about. Give daddy a kiss for me. Y'all pray for my dad. He not doing well right now. Um, he big Hobart. I'm mediums. Big Hobart is off in college. That's junior. I'm medium sized Hobart. My dad is little Hobart now. Um, Tough deal when your parents get elderly and sick, man. So, hey, love your parents, man. Love on your parents while they're here. You only get one set of parents, mom and dad, and you know, like the old saying they could have spit you out or flushed down the toilet. Don't take them for granted. Love your parents while they're here. Division 3 sees University Lab at the number 1 spot. They get a bye. 16-17 matchup, Cabrini versus Haynes Academy. Lutcher hosts David Thibodeau at Gramercy Park. It's 131. That's tonight at 6 p.m. North DeSoto from the 8 seed gets a bye. Archbishop Hannon from the 5th seed gets a bye. At Fort Polk Anvil Field, DeRidder hosts Leesville. That's a 12-21 matchup. 20 Cecilia travels to number 13 North Vermilion. That's at 5:30 on tomorrow. Number 4 seed Parkview Baptist gets a bye. Number 3 St. Michael's gets a bye. I'm missing that 14th seed, y'all, but as soon as I get it, I'm gonna get it to you. It's probably gonna be tomorrow, or the next day. It's be okay. Say you can't cry over spilled milk. Okay, 14-19 is South Bow Pearl River. Excuse me. Again, the winner gets St. Michael the Archangel. Number 11-22, West Feliciana hosts Brewery. Winner gets St. Louis Catholic. St. Louis Catholic from the 6th seed gets a bye. The 2 and 7 seeds, accordingly, 2 is Loyola Prep. Number 7 is Lusher Charter. Both get a bye. They await the winners of the 10-23 matchup. That goes to Lusher Charter. Sterlington, St. Patrick Taylor Science Tech Academy gets Lusher Charter. The winner of that game in 15-18 matchup winner gets Loyola Prep, which is E.D. White hosting Grant. That's on the girls' side of the water. On the boys' side, Vandy Catholic gets a bye. They're the top dog. Tomorrow, 5 p.m., Sterlington travels from North Louisiana to South. They take on number 16, Parkview. That's off Airline, right by Segan, not too far from Segan Drive. Leesville hosts Lutcher. That's at Fort Polk Anvil Park. St. Michael the Archangel gets a bye. I think the girls and the boys. No. Okay, girls were at 3 and got a bye. The boys are at 8 and they get a bye as well. At 5, St. Louis Catholic gets a bye. Shout out to St. Louis and St. Michael, both boys and girls making the playoffs. 12-21 matchup. Cecilia travels to North Vermilion. Shout out to Cecilia boys and girls, both making the playoffs. Haynesville 13, Edie White 20. Home game for Haynesville. Hey, shout out to my guy Marquise Harris as he leads the number 4 seeded Bossier Bearcats. They get a bye. They get the winner of Haynesville, Edie White. That's going to be it's going to be a home game if Haynesville wins, and a road game for Bossier if Edie White wins. So I'm sure Bossier is pulling for Haynesville Academy. Bad to say that, but that's just how it goes, you know. That's just how it goes, man. You don't wanna make a 4-hour trip. Lusher Charter gets the bye from the 3 seed 14-19 matchup at the Loyola Athletic Complex, 5:30 p.m. start time. DeRidder travels to Loyola Prep. Rounding out bracket play is, sure I got that right. David Thibodeau hosts Bel Air. Shout out to David Thibodeau and Bel Air. Again, I did not know Bel Air had soccer. So great job of getting there. You did the work. You earned the spot. So go get the win. Turlings Catholic from the 6th spot gets a bye. 7 Morgan City gets a bye. From that same 2 spot, University Lab, number 1 on the girls' side. Well, they're number 2 on the boys' side. They get the 15-18 winner of Noma versus Kenner Discovery Health Science. And on the top of the bracket, Hannon ERAF winner awaits. They get to face Morgan City. So that's boys, that's girls, that's Division 2. Division 3. Only one less division, and that's Division 4. And don't think that just because they're in Division 4, that isn't where the big boys dwell and the big girls dwell in soccer as well, because it's just different. It's just different. The way they do it is different. I don't understand all of the components of how they see these schools in soccer and divisions, but I'm definitely going to find out over the next 12 months. By this time next year, I'll be able to explain it to you, I guarantee you. Boys soccer, Division 4, Pope John Paul II gets a bye. St. Charles Lafayette Christian, 16-17 matchup. Lafayette Christian, wow, this unfamiliar territory for LCA. They get a road game and something. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. That game's tomorrow at 5 p.m. St. Charles. Tomorrow as well, 4:30 p.m. start time, Tad Gormley Stadium, City Park, New Orleans. Morris Jeff Community hosts Evangel Christian. Long trip, 6-hour trip for Evangel. I hope that they leave early that morning so the kids can get out and get their legs stretched. And again, I'm glad it's warm this afternoon, so the kids won't have to play in complete freezing cold like it's been over the last week. It's just been extremely cold. I personally, I know that since it was explained to me, I understand why they play soccer in the winter now, but it still doesn't make it a good thing or a good feeling. So, yeah. At the 8th seed, St. Martin Episcopal gets a bye. At the 5th seed, Ascension Episcopal gets a bye. 12-21, Grace Christian hosts St. Frederick. Shout out to Coach Derek Lopez. His middle school team just won small schools, middle school champions. That was at the rec center. I put Fat Ewing Coliseum the other day, but it was at the rec center on the campus of University of Louisiana at Monroe. Still doesn't change what they did. still came out with a big victory where middle schools all across the state come together in one weekend and they play to be called champions. And so congrats to St. Fred's Middle School. Westminster Christian hosts Catholic New Iberia. The winner awaits North Lake Christian awaits the winner as they get a bye in the number 4 seed. Episcopal gets a bye at the 3 seed. Country Day at the 14th spot. Covenant Christian at the 19th spot. Yeah, that's who Episcopal is waiting on. Country Day is the home team there. Holy Savior Menard hosts Rapides as the winner of that game get to play Washita Christian. And again, in basketball, it's if the home seed wins, they have to play at the lower seeds, the higher seeds placed. But if the lower seed wins, then it doesn't matter. The bye team has to travel and go to the reward the little guy. At the number 7 spot, it's River Oaks. They get a bye. They await the winner of Isidore Newman, Glen Mora. Isidore Newman is the home team. 10-23 matchup. 15-18 matchup is Dunham versus St. Thomas Aquinas. The winner will play Episcopal of Acadiana. That's a boys bracket. Again, we'll have all these scores and notes for you. I'm going to work on getting some notes from these games on 2-3, the morning of 2-3. I think that's like a Thursday morning or something. Number 1 in girls Division 4, Catholic New Iberia. Shout out to Catholic New Iberia. Both teams made the playoffs. 16-17 matchup, Dunham Vermilion Catholic. Shout out to Dunham, both teams making it. Lewis McGahee, Delta Charter, number 9-24 matchup. Lewis McGahee hosts Delta Charter. Number 8, Calvary Baptist gets a bye. Shout out to Calvary Baptist, both teams making it. Pope John Paul II, number 1 on the boys' side. Well, they're just number 5 on the girls' side. They get a bye. 2-2 at 6 p.m. at Ascension Episcopal. They host Evangel Christian. Shout out to Evangel Christian and Ascension Episcopal, both teams making the playoffs. Covenant Christian and Holy Savior Menard, same thing. Both teams made the playoffs. That game is 2-2 at 6 p.m. Tonight, 7 p.m., Covenant Christian. Yep, that's what I just went over. Okay, 4 seed, I'm tripping. Washita Christian gets a bye. And at that 3 spot, Homer Christian gets a bye. 14-19 is Highland Baptist Country Day. (2-2), 5:30 p.m. Episcopal of Acadiana hosts Thomas Jefferson. At the 6th seed, Episcopal gets a bye. Academy of Sacred Heart New Orleans gets a bye at the 7th seed. 2nd seed, Isidore Newman. Shout out Isidore Newman. Boys and girls team making the playoffs. And Newman will await the winner of St. Fred's versus North Lake Christian. Shout out St. Fred and Grace Christian Westminster. That's a 10-23 matchup. Yep, they get Academy of Sacred Heart New Orleans. That is Divisions 1 through 4, boys and girls soccer. Hey, it's almost that time. It's almost that time. We're about an hour and a half away from tip-offs. Girls, boys, basketball. Soccer. Got soccer games starting in 35 minutes. Go out, support one or the other. Hope everyone had a great day, really. We'll see you guys in the morning for prep news. Remember, get off the bench, get into the game.